Hello everybody, welcome on back to Lil Euphie's Creative Corner. My name's Lil Euphie and this is my creative corner of the internet. Welcome back everybody. I hope you get that star straw, man. It's been floating around for a little bit. But yes, welcome back everybody. I missed you guys yesterday because I didn't sleep at all between the Friday stream up until like 5 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday, and I was like, I need to sleep, so I'm gonna let my people know they ain't gonna be a show on Saturday because I need to sleep. But yeah, so thankfully I got some sleep in. Took some NyQuil, got knocked out. so yeah, so today I'm going back to the pony commission example artwork is what I'm calling it, because the character doesn't have a name or anything. It's just an example. So I think that Honeybun's variant of Luca is like the zombie version. There's a couple of avatars that have a zombie color variant. So yes, I needed the beauty rest. Yes. And today I'm wearing hardly any makeup because dead tired. So you guys get my almost no makeup face today. So but yeah, so welcome in Honeybun, Strawman, Swill, Sun Honey. Good to see you all today. All right, let's move on over to the what does that mean? Can't find target. It's right there. But okay, let's move on over to the screen here. I did not. Nope. I think I've seen clips of it. I have not seen it fully. There are a lot of anime that I have not seen fully. I've seen clips of a bunch, but watched fully, no. So, oh my goodness. I wonder if it will work again. Let's see if that will work. Okay, so if we click the link that was just popped up there in the chat, it should say on the side. I don't see Swill's name on the side there though, but it pops up with a bunch of different people's points, like how many points you got. I'm not seeing your name on there. We gotta scroll or something? I don't know, but it shows. The longer you're in chat, the longer that you'll get points accrued. So if that one actually worked, that would be funny. A little pixel green poof. I thought it would work. There's some things that work and some things that don't. And I don't know why. So, like the 8-ball, it was not wanting to work, but in Streamlabs, the 8-ball is enabled. So, don't know. If I could program it, in a customized way, then I would have it working. In fact, if I could have that, we'd have a bunch of different animations. That makes sense. Because then it adds to the immersion, which I'm a big fan of, so. That one might be a extension command. Let's see if it'll work this time. So we can get the link for the avatars. There we go. On Friday it wasn't working for some reason. Okay, so today I'm gonna be putting highlights and shades on this, so I can upload it to the commission platform I'm working with. Okay, let's set this to 50 for the multiply layer, and then the add glow one will be at 25 maybe. We'll try that first. Pickpocket strawman. Steal his points. My goodness. Yeah, if you'd like to. Keeps the chat active. Okay, let's see. I need to try a warm tone color here. And I am recording a time lapse of this, because there's an option to upload a video of your work, and so I want to do a time lapse of it at every step of it too. So hello Garbo, good to see you again. Oh my gosh, I actually quite enjoy the bomb feature. I think it's funny seeing them go like flying, or the attack one. Just what deadly animal do you think you could stand a chance fighting the baby of? Like the baby version of this animal. Probably, I don't know. My brain says a moose. Oh, because like they can be pretty freaking deadly. You know, if you have a moose stampeding towards you, that's terrifying. Okay, those things are huge. Massive. Massive creatures. But the baby of it, I could probably take a baby moose. I don't know. Probably have some scrapes from the hooves. Those things are sharp. I'm not giving that bastard home field advantage. He fights on my turf, on the land. It's all flopping around like, oh. Have you seen those baby sharks in a jar? Those are weird. I'm like, why do you have baby sharks in a jar? Some sort of medicinal purpose, maybe. I don't know. Alright, I'm just getting my layers and my shadow color set up here. So right now I'm just putting on a soft shadow underneath her chin. I'm going to actually open up another canvas. And another one. So that when I'm zoomed in, you guys can see what I'm working with. And then with this one, put that up there. Yeah, what kind of what deadly animal do you think you could take on in a fight? The baby version of it. Okay, have that zoomed out here. So I can go in here. And 80 chance against supply because then I can take it out. Oh my gosh. That's one way to solve the solve that. Oh my gosh. Okay, take away the shade there from the top. So there's already a little bit of a shadow popping through here, but this softer shadow kind of, it makes it less like cell shady. So just a little bit of a softer shadow. Set up a foundation for the rest of the shades. Like this right here. Put that down. There's a little bit of a shadow here. Getting all up in the hair for the shadow in here. This for real, some dude tried to fight Mooting? What? Oh my gosh, someone tried to fight the baby hippo. Someone was real mad. Yeah, I could understand that, you know, especially in that kind of an environment too. Gonna make this a little bit more of an even coating here. When that video came out with her, with the two different cakes, I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to have a hold on people for quite a bit of time. I can see that. The memes, I can see them. Thank you, honey bun. When it comes to the shading parts of it, it's my most enjoyable part of the process, because it really, you know, pops things either forward or pushes them backwards. You can really do a lot with shading. And this is just the soft one right now, so that's like a little highlight right there. Put a highlight in later. That. So I didn't realize I had already published this artwork onto the commission website. Someone was trying to contact me about it already, and I was like, I'm not even done with it yet. Okay, give me a sec. I don't know how y'all looking at this. I haven't published it yet, but thanks. Okay, a little bit less here in the middle. I'm really just trying to segment out different pieces of the hair. That yes is so enthusiastic. I think it has it out to get you, honey bun. Let's move over to the tail, and keeping in mind the light source is coming more towards the front of her, towards the left. So just trying to keep that in mind so that my shadows aren't all over the place and they don't make sense at all. There's times I'll be like staring at artwork and I'm like, there should be another light source right here if the shadows look like that. Like, what's going on? You know? And it's all in appreciation of the artwork. I just start to notice things, and I ponder, like, the shadows are coming from this direction, then there would be another little light dot in the eye, you know, or another highlight in the hair somewhere. Hello, Jonathan Miller. Welcome back. Good to see you. Good idea indeed. That face. It schemes. It's a scheming face. That you did. Sometimes it's timed correctly like that, or it's just like upon either being exploded upwards or falling back down, you'll end up getting it. Yeah, it's some kind of pony. I don't know. It's a random pony. I needed an example for commissions, and so I was like, well, okay, I'm just gonna make this a very simplified pose, simple design. Kind of gives people an idea of, like, you know, could you see your character here? You know, I can draw that for you. Taking a little bit away of the excess shade here. This light source needs to be above. Kept wanting to draw me a pony and I refused, so she made a little dragon with my name. Oh, that's cute, Strawman. That's awesome. I should look like they're awful, only Spike looks good. Yeah. I don't know what they were trying to do. And there was a female, like, princess dragon. But her design just makes her look bitchy. She looks like she's just bossy, you know? And I can't recall if that's actually how she was in the show or not, but, like, I was like, man, Spike is the only, like, good designed dragon on this show, you know? And even the, like, the aged up Spike, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. His baby version fits more aligned with the pony designs. There's a lot more, like, smoother curves, and it's just a softer look too. That it just starts to look a little rugged and rough in other designs and other dragon designs in the show. So. Which, like, if it wasn't about ponies, then, you know, maybe it would have, you know, been able to stand on its own in that way in the designs. But, like, if you have a bunch of very soft designed ponies and then you have, like, very jagged designed dragons, I don't know. I could see that being a thing. So for his kidnapping. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like, where are Spike's mom and dad? What happened to them? StreamLabs fell through the camera. Oh my gosh. Why don't we just pick up Streamlabs and push it somewhere else? my gosh, will it actually like go over to the Streamlabs and place a bomb next to it? I hope so. You can't run. It did it. Oh my gosh. I think so, Honey Bun, because I think it's just being active in the chat, you know, and then spawning a bomb would be, you know, being active in the chat. I would think. I could be wrong about that, but I would think it would work. Okay, so we've got the softer tones up here for the top part of the body. Now I'm just gonna go down here to the legs and probably to this grass patch here as well. The sketched version of it, if I could pull that up. So it's got some shading underneath here. I'd like to match that. I don't know, because the accrual system of the points is like, I think it's 5 points per minute that you're spent active in chat. And I think with the bomb, it's like 10 points, I think. So I suppose if you're very active in the chat, it would, I don't know, it would make up the difference probably. Here I'm massive at the locals, seeing some of the food names for the first time. What? Oh my gosh. Wow. They're like looking at like the mirin. You're like, what is mirin? What's gochujang? What? Wieners. I would have questions too, but I'd be like, that's okay, that's an honorific. Who is named Hot Wiener here? Okay, like, who came up with this? Oh, it's the hot dog squids. Oh my gosh, I've only ever seen those in anime. And they look so tasty too. It always makes me hungry. That's why I had the hardest time watching Delicious in Dungeon without like having a snack or something. I was like, this stuff looks way too good. I have to eat it. I have to jump through the screen and eat the anime food. I'm telling you, that's a brilliant way to market your like a restaurant or like a fast food place. Like that's just make the food anime themed, and it's like, there you go, there's your market. Okay, I swear there's a little bit of the body color right here that I need to get rid of. Okay, back to the shades. And go. Actually, I am going to grab the line work and select everything besides this leg here. And then invert it so that I'm only selecting, actually let's do both of these back legs, because, you know, two birds, one stone here. Okay. Selecting everything that is outside of the two back legs. Cut that off. Okay, now invert that, and we should only have, for the most part, the 2 back legs here. Well, I say back legs, but they're like the right front leg and the right back leg, but I'm saying the 2 back legs because they're farthest from our viewing perspective. To over-explain. Okay, there's that. Oh, that needs to be erased here. Ma'am is going up to her bed here. Her little saucer chair above my shoulder. I put a treat up there earlier, so. Whose sign on it is to make it cute like Mr. Cupcake. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Official anime cafe. Oh, sweet. That's cool. It's always a nice wholesome thing when you got like the local anime cafe. As long as it's, you know, respectful of people's spaces. Like if they don't want to be, you know, harassed about something, people leave them alone, you know. Because if you don't have the right vibe or people running it, it can go south pretty quick. So boundaries. Boundaries, always good. An evil character named Mr. Cupcake. You know what it makes me think of is the cupcake from Five Nights at Freddy's. The one that Chica is holding. I wish I didn't know so much about that series. But I found out by proxy. I was like, oh, okay. Some very soft shadows right here, just little ones. And then I'll go back into the line work. So everything on the outside of it. And then I also am gonna manually select the rest of this line work so that my shadows go across the lines as well. So it's not just the color parts of it that are being shaded and added highlight to. There we go. I'm gonna manually select the rest of this tail just in case I end up going beyond it. Actually, do I want to? I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, never mind. Disregard that. Now flip that upside down and invert it. Hello, Horsey Obsessed. Good to see you again. I'm adding some shadows and highlights to this. Continuing the work on it. So I'm pretty sure I'm good to go with the soft shadows. So those ones there. You can see there's already some dimension added to them. Let's see how this color, the same one, is gonna play with that. I feel like it needs to be a little, let's try a little more of a warmer tone. And a bit colder. I'm trying to find a nice like median there. Thank you. I think she's pretty cute. But I'm using her as a selling point for commissions. I'm just like, this is what it could look like. But imagine it being, you know, your original character or your favorite character, or, you know, I don't know, maybe people have like My Little Pony versions of Dungeons and Dragons games. Like, you know, why don't we combine these things? So we've already got Humblewood. Let's make it ponies. And goes to cons and bitches at the cast of MLP that the horses lack anatomical parts. Come on, guys. It's the core demographic of the show is kids. You're not gonna have like Big Mac going around with this Big Mac. You can't do that. No, like there were already like silly, stupid parents out there that were like pitching a fit about derpy hooves. Okay, that she's just an innocent derpy pony. Okay. I speak with my hands a lot. Okay, so I'm doing the thing here. It's a muscle memory. Cannot describe with words, must do it visually. But yeah, the way that the community pulled together for Derpy to get her eyes unfixed, because after the parents made the whole thing about it, they went and they fixed her eyes. You want to see some community backlash right there. That's how you get that, you know. You're like, how dare you change our girl? She was perfect. Let's see. There's a little bit left over right here that I need to get in here. I was just like, that doesn't look right. There needs to be some dimension. It needs to float just a little bit more. And then take that part. And that. There we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna move over to this colder tone. And reaction to animation error. Yes. Yep. A simple animation error turned into a beloved character. To the point where they're like, we want the messed up eyes. We want the cross eyes. Okay, I'm gonna start doing more of the darker shadows inside of the hair first. Because I feel that it's more of an obvious area. And this needs to be dropped down to 25. So it's not so dark. I was obsessed with Derpy, I swear. Well, I mean, everybody's got their favorite character on the show. Mine was Rarity when I was watching it more frequently. I'm back in like 2014, 15, 16, 17. I watched it like all throughout high school, and then a few years after that too. But back in the day when I went by Potates Chan, I was making so much artwork for the community. I was like, you got an OC, you got an OC, I'm gonna make art of them. And then you know, they made art of my ponies, and that's actually how this little simple GIF over here was made. It was I think it was an art trade with an artist named Sarasku. I believe that's what her name was. But we used to stream on it was me, her, Calder Cloud, I think, and then Crouton as well was another pony artist name. We all used to stream together on Picardo when we were like streaming our pony artwork together. So good memories, good fun. I'm just making sure that I get the placement of these shadows in a way that makes sense. This is what I would like for people to do, is to see it and be like, oh wow, I want my character drawn like this. So, oh my gosh, yes. And her color palette was so wholesome too. Beautiful artwork I've seen with Fluttershy, just because the color combinations of yellow and pink, and then was her eye color blue? Yeah, just really good color palette for artwork. So, and then same thing with Rarity too. You know, again, like it's the white and the purple, and she has blue eyes. Maybe I'm getting Fluttershy's eyes wrong. I thought they were blue, but yeah. I don't think I ever drew Rainbow Dash. I don't think I ever drew her. So I did Fluttershy once for an art trade, or it was a request or something, and then I did a couple different ones of Rarity. I did an art piece of Rarity inside of a cafe, so it looks like you're having coffee with Rarity from this perspective. So friends should make me recite one of the Pinkie Pie songs with my memory talent. Oh my gosh. Which Pinkie Pie song was it? Was it Smile? Or oh my gosh, that fan song by Sherclop Pones, the Friendship is Witchcraft one. Oh my gosh, the Witch's Brew. Or what is it? The Gypsy Bard. Oh my gosh. And then they were getting like cease and desists from Hasbro saying like, hey yo, you can't be doing this. Making an abridged version of Friendship is Magic. Oh, yeah. Speaking of pony fan songs, I really want to make a Gumi cover of September, because I just Mega Jump. I don't know if the Mega Jump works. I know you can slingshot yourself either like left or right by putting in like 10 to 180, and then like 90 is like a straight up shot. So but yeah. I would love to do a Gumi cover of September, because I have already drawn Gumi as a pony before, and to make artwork of that and to do the cover of it, I think would be such a great combination. I live for combinations. So I think it might be !sling. It's weird like that, so. And I'll probably end up like adjusting it maybe. Theme songs in my journals and just save them so I could sing it later, but they're like captions, I think. Well, I mean, it's still a creative project, you know, or what is the word I'm looking for here? Like, it existed in the ether and then you wrote it down, so it's now like, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but it's it now lives forever on the paper. Those songs too. Wait, are you bingle? You're bingle. Left ones have been mingled. Yes. Listen to the jingle jangle of my gypsy tambourine. Oh my gosh. Part of me misses those days, and part of me is okay that like the past stays in the past. You know, we can you know, obviously make new things based on the past, but like that kind of that kind of an energy from that community is like locked in a time capsule, in a you know, lightning in a bottle, in that kind of a way, you know. Because when I revisit these old My Little Pony fan songs and I see the date posted, man, I'm just like, I can feel a wrinkle. Maybe I don't. People have tried before, Horsey, to attack themselves. I don't think you can, but you're feel free to try if you'd like. It was my phone ringtone for a while. Oh, based, awesome. It really is a fitting backstory for Pinkie Pie, though, because like you have the footage of her growing up on a rock farm, and these ponies do not really look like her, so it does kind of look like an orphanage. Hello, Yesaya, good to see you again. I'm working on this pony artwork some more. Oh man, oh man, those comic straw man. Yeah. I remember the My Little Rarity, or Little Miss Rarity ones. That one was messed up. That was just beyond. I don't know how these people come up with such macabre stories. I'm like, you have some stuff going on in your personal lives. Oh, my gosh. And I used to listen to people doing like silly voiceovers of those comics, and I couldn't take them seriously. But I was, because they couldn't take them seriously either. I was like, this is nuts. Are you serious, Medicare cover the Princess Celestia comics? I need to look for that. I need to see his reaction to that stuff. That is wild. I'm shocked Wolf hasn't shown me that yet. Does he know? Does he know about about Medicare's response to that? Oh my gosh. Yeah, he must, and he's been withholding it from me. Like, why are you doing this? This is gold. This is pure gold. Try to make that a little bit of a softer shade there. To the suns, it feels like I am. And physically, I am there due to reality. Interesting. Like you just get so immersed in the music. There was I saw a post on Twitter or X, whatever we're gonna call it, and it was a green text from 4chan about a guy that had bought a record for a band called Cassiopeia, the album Mint Jams, and how when they received the record in the mail, it came with 2 paper origami cranes and some tea. And so he went and he made the tea and had his little crane friends and was just listening to the entire album. And he said it was the best evening he's ever had. And so I went and I looked it up and I listened to the whole Mint Jams album, and I'm like, this is great. This is great. I love this. So, you know, yeah, you get a little bit lost in the music sometimes when it's just so dynamic. So, no, there is. It's scary sometimes. Oh my gosh, the train of thought is like not as fast as the mouth is moving. I have had that happen to me several times where I'm just like, what is even coming? What is this word vomit coming out of my mouth? Yet the kingdom of Equestria is separated. well, listen, we have to have it like this, or it's gonna be a war. We're gonna have that the Wendigos come back and causing chaos and entropy. I remember I learned that word because of the song. So I feel like the shading of the hair part is gonna take a little bit of time. I don't know why I have this inkling. It's just because it's probably taking me some time. Let's see. In that weapon in the war, I shall relish my memory of the moldy bread wars. My moldy croissant. And it's like a questionably edible boomerang. Like, you could eat it, but should you? Probably not. Especially when it's, you know, being swung at your head. Like, catch it with your mouth. Yes, if you have a funny question or even a serious question, the 8-ball will have many answers for you. Sometimes funny, sometimes serious. Depends. Just depends on how you shake the ball. They're not just thoughts inside my head. I'm actually verbalizing them. I couldn't see. I don't want the trash to think that's still good. Once it has hit the receptacle, it is trash. Somebody went and took that that Seinfeld snippet and then animated it in a oh gosh, what style is this? It's like a very like all dogs go to heaven kind of a style. But and, like, I hadn't watched that clip at all, like in its actual like live action, like original format in Seinfeld, but I watched the animated one. I was all like, this is great. I would watch this if it was in this format because they're all dogs. So I was like, this is awesome. The way that the animator has designed each of the characters as dogs is perfect. Like, it's perfect design and adaptation. So, but yes, once it has hit the receptacle, it is considered trash. Let's see, is it that one? Yes. Yes, it is that exact one. Cosberry. Yes. I've been following them on DeviantArt for a little bit too. That's actually where I first found them, was on DeviantArt. And then I started seeing their stuff pop up on YouTube and I was like, I see you there. Let's go to heaven. It was the 6th season. Oh, interesting. Huh. Happened though is I had to lip read my friend because of the loud atmosphere and their voice in my head knew what they said, but never actually. So that is wild. Wow. Hello, Myers Media. Good to see you again. What kind of answer did Streamlabs just give you? It's like there's warning. Ominous. I have a bunch of custom answers for the 8-ball, so have fun with that. The fake speaking though. Oh, okay. That's original run, but I am now realizing it's set up jokes and you have to wait for the punchline in other episodes. Okay. I could see how that, like, tactic would get people to continue watching more episodes. Like cliffhangers and such, you know. Or like an inside joke kind of a thing of it. So... There are a lot of clips where if you take out the laugh track of it, it's just like, it's just deranged. Like, I'm like, what is this behavior? Some of this is concerning. You know, sometimes I do feel like that Horsey Obsessed, where it's just like, what? You know, to have the physical vessel and to maintain it. On the computer for a while, then I'm just like, oh, that's right, I haven't eaten yet. I think I am able to auto select all that, but I don't want to, because that's gonna give me some crispy pixels, and I don't want crispy pixels. I say that when there's like some, like, the auto select hasn't gotten everything. I'm just like, this don't look right. Something about this looks very wrong. Very off. Sending a little bit of that light back in there. Yes, you can. I'm about ready to go over there and probably either like shut my door or shut his door, or both. So yes. Do I have a reflection or why I have a particular voice? You know, I wonder, like, about the voice part of it. I wonder if a lot of other people think that same thing too at some points. I heard my name talking about coffee. I'm just like, coffee? I have to be careful with the bullying because he'll throw it right back at me. And then I'm like, you're bullying me. Get back here, stream. You can't run. You can... I mean, you can run, but you're gonna end up hitting a corner there that you're gonna have to turn around. They got coffee thrown out. Here's your hazelnut coffee. Why are mirrors even? Oh my gosh. I thought that was so, because there's the Divergent series. I have that group that is not allowed to look at themselves in a mirror. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, what is that? Like, this is not a vanity thing. It's just making sure you ain't got any broccoli in your teeth. Like, come on now. It feels like it's not the same as it was the day before. I mean, yeah, like in the long run, people's faces, they, you know, they age and they change, you know. I guarantee you I don't look the same as I did when I was, you know, in middle school, or, I mean, even really high school. Like, I look back on like my yearbook picture, you know, and I'm just like, yeah, I still had the baby weight on, so, or the, like, the baby face, kind of a look of it when you haven't, like, fully grown out of the chubby cheeks yet when you were a kid. No, it popped back up. the Streamlabs, it'll pop back up. So, it will be here. Yup. Indeed. The 8-ball's got a time limit, and then, because there's like a little cooldown timer, which I wish I could just get rid of, because, like, I get why it's there, but, like, the chat does not move fast enough for it to be justified, so. I was wondering, I was like, why do I see all these characters going above? Okay, I'm gonna go over there and shut his door. I do not need to hear about that. Oh my gosh. Over time, I no longer have a lot of baby fat on my face, and my face shape looks a little thinner. Yeah, I that's what I mean. That's just like, as you get older, your face matures, you know. It's like the same thing like when you become you know, elderly. You got more wrinkles, things start to sag a little bit more. So yeah, unless you're gonna be pumping up the Botox, you know. So we're like that kind of a face. Give me one moment. I went in there and he was already about to close the door. I'm like, no, let me. I'll do it. I'm already up. I feel like every year you lose parts of, like, of course that comes with aging, but you know, I feel like there are things that we leave behind in growing up, and then in turn of that, we also gain wisdom or knowledge or, like, you know, experiences in that way, right? Like, you're not able to retain everything, but as you know, like, level up in life every birthday, you're learning more things, you know, and you're growing as a person, you know, you're gaining more experiences. So the timing of that straw man was was perfect. Like, another year, a crocodile. Oh my goodness. Someone is an animorph. That was an interesting book series growing up. I didn't read all of them, but there was one that I read, and I think it was the tiger one. It was either the tiger one or the rat one, but yeah, the Animorph series was interesting. But yeah, I only saw that book once, and it was because I was in detention for, like, I can't even remember what it was for. It was like a missed assignment or something, and the teacher was like, anyone who hasn't turned in the assignment's gonna get detention. It's like, okay. It's like me and like 5 other students were in there. We're just like, okay. Here now they have grown more thicker and a tiny bit shorter. Huh. Well, the body does that does change over time. Like, I used to not have allergies, and then I went outside, you know, the past, like, you know, 3 or 4 days, and I'm just like sneezing. Alright, Horsey Obsessed, good to see you in chat while you were here, and I hope to see you again soon. It's about an intergalactic war that Earth is caught in the middle. Right? I was like, what in the world? Because I had kind of like caught myself up on like a synopsis of the general idea of it, because I don't think those were the first in the series. Bye-bye. But yeah, because I was like confused. I was like, who are these characters? But yeah, I didn't end up seeing the other books within my vicinity. Right, exactly. And I think it's good to take those changes as a way to, you know, accept the fact that changes happen, you know, and that you have to be adaptable to those. Just trying to clean up the shadow that's right here. A little more make sense with where it's going. I realize that sentence didn't make any lick of sense there, but really? Huh. Was it it wasn't like Penguin or like Scholastic, was it? I remember those book fairs. Man, I got some good stuff at those book fairs. Yeah. I wonder, do they still have the Scholastic book fairs? Oh, it was Scholastic. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Yeah. I had a feeling. It was like, I could have sworn I saw that name on those books. But how did they get screwed over by Scholastic? What happened there? Had a black hat and I died laughing. I mean, if you're using the right mascara, hey, that it'll give you a good mustache looking makeup there. Oh, nice. So it's a good tactic to have in the toolbox. Case of Arlstein, they contracted a super low price, then charged hella money when they became popular and promising more books without giving him a cut. Oh my gosh! It's on TV show right without paying a dime. Oh my gosh! And I remember watching, there's an episode of Goosebumps that, what was it? It had a, like, the fact that I can remember the tarantula, the dude eating the tarantula freaked me out. What was that one called? The Girl Who Cried Monster. So that episode in my head, because like there's just like, you know how that the scene in Brave Little Toaster with the AC is kind of like scary. Those things stick in the brain because they're scary, and the brain's like trying to defend itself from future scary things like that. So the tarantula eating scene in that episode is stuck in my brain. They also sold TV rights without permission, both to Nickelodeon. Oh, see, I didn't know that Animorphs had a TV show. But yeah, it just reminds me of how the Kowalskis treated Bob Ross, where it's like they don't give him like hardly any rights or, you know, like royalties, and it's just greed. So, you know, getting in the way of the creatives involved in it, like the entire reason why you have this is because of the creators, and so to completely, like, you know, walk all over them is so just, it's another level of just disrespect that, you know, I don't know, I can't get past that. Dimples, I've seen people, it makes a fake dimple kind of. Oh yeah, I've seen the because I got a dimple right here. I only have one. Like, I don't have them on both sides. Like, I have them here, but I have this one here, but not on the other side. Like, because Wolf has both when he smiles really big. So, but yeah, I've seen people get like the little dimple piercings. I'm like, wouldn't that get caught on your food or something? Or like you're biting down and you actually bite that? Because I have a problem sometimes of like going like this, and it's bad for my teeth. So I just have to wonder, like, do you grind on the post at all? So yes, the Jack Nicholson AC, the terrifying AC unit that took it way too far and overdid it. Nickelodeon aired a horror movie at like 4 in the afternoon and then tried to pretend it never happened. What in the world? Wow. Oh my gosh. An urban legend, but it's real. That's freaking nuts. Dimple should be called a simple. I back that. I can back that, Swill. Yes. A singular dimple is a simple. Try and make that shadow just a little bit softer. I'm gonna blur that out actually. Maybe it's better if I don't. It's the movie called Crybaby Lane. I think I've seen that somewhere, like the title of it, but I didn't choose to check it out. But if I could see my dimple when I smile, I didn't even have to smile for it to show either. Oh my gosh. The unhideable dimple. I remember sometimes like people would, and this happened to me when I was younger, but people would comment on the dimple and I'm just all like, don't look at it. Nobody look at it. Does it show and it looks like eyes? What? That would be cool for like a character design. I'm not gonna lie, I think that would be a cool character design, like a concept for it. It's too bad horror-wise, pretty tame, but it was too much for Nick. Yeah, like there's a certain threshold that you gotta adhere to. Yeah. These days though, but like, I don't know, I was like looking back on it, I'm just like, yeah, I don't, there's some scenes in SpongeBob that were like super detailed to the point it was like horrific. So I'm like, how did that get greenlit into Nickelodeon? Like, the splinter, the Squidward splinter. No. Or it wasn't, he had a toenail. Oh gosh, that's why my brain is like blocking it. Like, no, we don't do that. We don't remember that. Oh gosh. Or the nasty Krabby Patty. Here's my baby fat and it's all gone. I'm gonna miss it. Yeah. But then you'll probably appreciate the new face. I don't know, there's growing pains, getting used to it and stuff. So got band where they do the pit. Did that actually? I remember watching that one. And it's Crab's mom. It's like, bro, you're doing a panty raid on your own mother. Oh my gosh. Yep, that was about the same age that I lost mine too. So, but it's gotta happen at some point. I mean, for most people, I know that there's an actor out there that looks like he's still a little kid, but he's like in his 30s or like 40s or something. But that's I think that's like a disease or like a mutation or something. Dude from Karate Kid is some kind of slow aging vampire. There are some people, it's like, it just really doesn't look like they've aged at all. But I wonder if that's because of like just like good genes and, you know, how not living a hard life and doing a bunch of, you know, drugs and drinking. Blah blah blah. Because there are some people that it's like the opposite effect has taken on. That they are like, you know, in their early 20s and they're looking like they're in their like late 40s just because of the hard living. So old like Clint Howard, right? Like, you are just a very seasoned person. It's like the like in in Greece, really, like, you're gonna have me believe that all these people are in high school? None of these people look like they're in high school, maybe college, but these are not high schoolers. But, you know, perhaps back then, because, you know, I'm looking at this from a perspective of like the, you know, the when I was in high school, like nobody looked that old. But back then, maybe, you know, people are just living a little bit more rougher, that they would look older. I don't know. I know there's a lot of smoking cigarettes back then, so, you know, the doctor saying like, yes, this will cure your sickness, you know, smoke a cigarette. And we look back on that now, like, I don't know, man. Give yourself a carcinogen. Intake the carcinogen. This will be good for you. Like, what? Huh? But, you know, looking at what doctors say is good for you right now, I'm just like, yeah, I shouldn't cast so much judgment. I'm just like, I don't know. I think we've just shifted. We've shifted to different remedies. They're not really remedies. It's a lifestyle change most of the time. Cruising. John Cena look like they haven't aged a day, right? Like, I don't. They're celebrities too, so they might have access to more stuff than the non-celebrity people. I think of Clint Howard at 10. Oh my gosh. What in the world? He almost looks a little bit like Gilbert Gottfried. No, that does not look like a 10-year-old. Oh my gosh. He has wrinkles. He has wrinkles. How is that? A 10-year-old has wrinkles. What in the world? That is nuts. Like he popped out the womb and he's just immediately smoking a pack and having a drink. He's got a rum and coke in one hand and a Marlboro in the other. All right, Mom, let's get this over with. Nah, Mom, I don't need that. I've already matured onto the hard stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, for him at 2. What in the world? See, at 2, like, I would guess maybe, like, 5. You know, like 4 or 5. Like, that... He had the aged genes in him. 20 while filming Happy Days. Oh my gosh! Jeez! Well, yeah, see, if his brother's, you know, losing his hair at 20, like, yeah. He got them old man genes. And Ron Howard is one of the best directors of our times. They did okay. Okay, good. Yeah, they did just okay. Has a huge list of credits. They did just okay. I kind of want to take some of the shadow away. Make it a little softer. Right, yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's just they're involved with a lot of that. You know, you really can't have what we have now without, you know, people having, you know, done that work in the past and, you know, created a legacy for themselves, you know, to leave people inspired by. If they had never done that, I don't think the scene would be the same. He took a pause. He's like, yeah, I don't feel like aging for a little bit. I think I'm gonna take a break. No thanks, I pass. Wow, and they're still doing it. Wow. And that's a passion. Like, you really gotta have a strong passion for that to have been involved with it for so long and, you know, have your name attached to so many things. Like, that's, yeah. That's a will power of, you know, this is my space and this is where I belong. You know, this is what I'm meant to do. J.J. Abrams. Oh my gosh, I have heard things about J.J. Abrams. Not good things, but I don't think I watched Super 8. I heard good things about it, but I hadn't watched it, so. Grace right now is yeah, man. Yeah. And he's got a good reputation on both sides of that, with the people within the industry that make the films and the video games, and with the public as well. So he has struck a perfect balance between the audience and the people behind the cameras. I heard that he was asked about the next Cyberpunk game, and like him doing a whole bunch of lines, and like being a main character and stuff, and he said no. Like I'm not gonna do that. And I think that's really respectful, honestly, because that's like understanding what the audience wants. It's not about what they want. It's the studio. It's very much like the audience that you have built up. Like, there's a respect paid there because they're paying for your game. They're spending all of that time for it in it. It's, you have a relationship with the audience in that, like, understanding what they want. So don't even ever escape the comedy romance typecasting in a second. Oh my gosh. And then he did Matrix, yeah. Oh my goodness. See, and then he goes and he does and proves everybody wrong. Yep. Issues regarding aging and like he's starting to have problems with his knees lately. Yeah, and it's good to be honest about that too. It's humanizing, really, is what it is. To see a celebrity make statements regarding that, it brings them down to that, like, I'm a human being just like you kind of a level. It's relatable because as you get older, your body changes and you're not able to do everything that you used to. So, and to accept that reality and to, be honest with the public about it too. It adds to the wholesome points. He's had some bad cards played to him. But yeah, it's a humbling thing, and he doesn't allow for that ego to get big or to even really like exist at all. He acts in movies and in video games, and he does a fantastic job at that. He understands his role. and that's it. It's not a whole like PR platform, for him to grandstand on. Like, it's a job is a job. So I could see that being his last one, and to cap it off too, I think is a good idea, because otherwise they're just gonna keep on milking it like they do with Marvel movies, like just in the spin-off TV series and stuff. Like I had watched WandaVision, and then it got kind of ridiculous, and I stopped having any sympathy for Wanda after a while, because I was like, this is just so played out, and I feel as though my attention is being milked here, and I don't like that. So, and I had drawn like fan art for this too, because I thought that the whole concept of, you know, each episode was its own era of television. I thought that was super cool, that I had made fan art for it. But then as it goes on, they go away from that, and I'm just like, you enslaved an entire town, lady. You need therapy. This is not therapy. It was part of the goal because in the next movie she is the villain. Yeah, and I didn't watch. Well, no, I did. I did watch the Multiverse of Madness, but not the Agatha. I ain't doing the Agatha again. So I don't have any interest in Agatha. Sorry. He was a side character, and then making her more involved, and I'm just like, I don't care about her. I'm sorry. You know. Nor for the actress either. So, good grief. Is the Lion King? Yes, right. For the don't even get me started. It was all in the Lion King with Mufasa. How do you go and think you can rewrite the backstory for Scar? We have books. We had Tale of Two Brothers, and this was established how he got his scar. And just decanonize everything. I'm sorry. When I was in middle school, the Lion King family tree OCs were cool to me. So, like, going back into the history and the lore of Mufasa and Scar and Ahadi and Uru and the whole family tree, I'm just like, how are you gonna do a prequel and then rewrite whatever? It's Disney's IP, and they're gonna do what they're gonna do, but it pissed off a lot of people within that, you know, the TLK community. And like, I'm not part of it, but I saw it everywhere on Twitter, and I was like, you reap what you sow. When you have source material and you say, nah, I'm gonna make my own, people are gonna get mad. As a bad actress, how she got casted is right. And, you know what it is? It's we need to have this movie qualify for an award, and the only way that we're gonna have this movie qualify for this award is if we cast these kind of people. Like, it's a requirement within like the Oscars that you have to have like a certain number of these kind of people, a certain number of these kind of people. You have to have these scenes, regardless if it makes sense in your movie or not. So, which I think is, I don't know, it's just kind of like, I don't know, that explains why so many like movies recently are just like pandery in a way. So, which I pick up on, and I'm just like, I don't need to be pandered to. Like, just write a story that I'm able to immerse myself into. I can escape into that, because that's what like being entertained is about. It's escaping into this moment in time so that you're not so stressed out with working or, you know, maintaining, you know, your body in some way. Like, you're able to just have a laugh, have, you know, a cry. You're able to escape into this other story, you know, just for a little bit. And they're not able to escape because it's just the stuff from like the real world keeps popping in. Like, I had a rant about an episode for of The Boys where they mention an actual like real life politician, and I'm going like, so we're having superheroes and supervillains in the same universe that we live in, right? Because this politician doesn't exist outside of our reality, you know, unless you're gonna give them powers as well. Like, what is this, an alternate version of them? How make it make sense? So, you know, and you know that wasn't in the comics. That's not originally in the comics. That's shoehorned in there to pander. And it, like, I was fine with the show up until then. And then they do that. I'm like, this is no longer taking place in its own universe, in its own fictional, you know, area. That's right, ma'am. She doesn't like it either. But all of the immersion was taken out when they did that. Like, when you name drop actual people that exist in our reality, where are the superheroes and the supervillains then? Because, like, I'm waiting for you know, like Starlight or or Homeland or whoever, right, to just start causing chaos. Wow, it doesn't exist in our reality. Why do you have Lindsey Graham in your show? Why? So I stopped watching it after that. So, but yeah. Sucks so much I didn't bother to watch it anyway. Yeah, there's so many people that chose not to watch it, Josiah, because it's just like, you really have to put your wallet in that place of, like, this is what speaks for me, is my wallet. I'm not going to pay to see this movie. So yeah. Yeah, they did change quite a bit from the comics, didn't they, Strawman? They yeah. Because after I was done with the show, I was like, okay, I'm gonna skim through some of you know, some screenshots of the comic just to see what the characters looked like in their comic versions. I don't like who they went with Huey, because he looks too boyish. The actor looks too boyish. He doesn't look aged like he does in the comic. So, you know. And I'm sure there was other characters that, like, they don't entirely look like how they do in the comic, but it's like, I can understand that within adaptations, but don't, like, it's just such a huge change. I was like, yeah. And the girlfriend in the beginning, I was like, I don't have any empathy for you getting, you know, splattered everywhere. I don't, because I just don't care for you. One of the major plots, yeah. Really? He's a huge black guy in the comics? Oh my gosh. But that just makes it even funnier what he does with the sea life. That makes it even funnier. This big burly black dude's like talking about this dolphin. And trying to, like, save this dolphin and everything. Oh, so that was something that I spoiled myself on with the comics, because I was just like, I have no cares about, like, not spoiling myself with this. You know, but my jaw dropped. I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. But so, with them changing that, that's a huge plot point. You're right, huge plot point in the comics. Like, why Why choose to change that? Because now you've got to change the entire reasoning why he looks exactly like Homelander. So, yeah. Yeah. And I just, like, I don't know if, like, the whole milk thing was in the comics, but that creeped me out. It creeped me out. I had to skip, like, a whole bunch of scenes from that because I just was not, I'm not gonna. Don't need to know that about the character. No thanks. Yeah. Yeah, they're supposed to be looking the same. They're supposed to be looking the same because if the Homelander goes crazy, who's gonna keep him in line? Who puts him, you know, who like, you know, replaces him or whatever, right? Like it was something along the lines of like, if he goes nuts, then the Black Noir was like the plan B or something. But yeah, I was so taken aback when they're like name dropping an actual person. I'm just like, this, he does not exist in your universe. Quit it. Like, this is stupid. And I know why y'all doing that too. I just wish that they, like, if you can't respectfully adapt it, don't adapt it. Just keep it in its original format. So. Sid scuttles away into the darkness in croissant food. Honey Bun morphs into a moldy croissant and then scatters into the darkness. You know, it's funny because Wolf and I were watching funny like VR chat trolling videos, and I can picture that. Like your avatar morphing into a croissant and then like shuffling into a dark tunnel. Oh my gosh. The other part of the boys show that I didn't like, because I just remembered this, there's a part where Billy Butcher's been taking Compound V, and he lies to his group. He lies to the group about him taking it, and then he starts having, you know, negative symptoms from taking it. Like he starts like throwing up and having like withdrawals or something. And that's like a huge pet peeve of mine in stories, when a character omits information that would have been really helpful to the group to know. Because with him not saying anything, he makes himself a liability. Because now he's putting his teammates in danger by not being, you know, in tip-top shape, thinking that, you know, the Compound V is gonna, you know, make him have, you know, the superpowers like you know, like the villains and the heroes do, but like you're just putting your team at risk when you do stuff like that, you know, and it's happened before with like another show or another movie. I can't remember which one it was, but it's like when a character, oh, that's what it was Resident Alien. When a character goes and lies just so we can have some conflict later on. I'm just like, welcome back, honey bun. Superman movie anymore, knowing that Superman is a whiner in the trailer or leaked pictures of the trailer. That doesn't even fit his character, personality wise. It's like that. What? Thank you, honey bun. I got my water right here. Okay, I'm slowly but surely getting the hair shades in here. There's a lot of partitions here. Hi, ma'am. What's up? What's up, ma'am? Soft cat. Sometimes when she comes over here and just like stares at me and meows, it means she wants to go outside, so she might want to go outside. Well, you know what they say, Osai. It's either you hydrate or you dehydrate. What's up, ma'am? I think I might need to let her outside. Okay. I'm gonna see if ma'am wants to go outside. And when I come back, I'm gonna go over to this part of the hair and do some shading there, move over to the tail, etc., etc. I'm gonna see if she wants to go outside. No, she does not. She's right here. You can see her in the corner. The very far corner right here. She's giving me mixed signals. Okay. I'm gonna ask the 8-ball. Let's see what it says. Nice in Streamlabs. It's a very simple question. I think that needs to be flipped around, actually. And there's a little bit of the hair color peeking out here. Okay, so I'm gonna take a transparent airbrush, just go over the outside here. Kind of fades into that. Move over here. And I'm doing the hair pieces first because the body is pretty easy to shade, so I just wanted to knock out that part before moving over to the easier parts of it. Yeah, she does need quite a bit of attention, but she's worth it. The other day I had to, and this is so gross and embarrassing, but I'm gonna say it anyway, because, you know, honesty. With Ma'am the other day, she didn't fully, clean herself after the litter box, and I was like, I am not having you sit on the couch with a dirty bum. Yeah, I'm telling them about it. So I'm like Googling it. I'm like, okay, what is the safest, least intrusive way to clean the cat's butt, because this is gross. So yes, she wasn't mad at me. So yeah, I was just like, I can't, this is, ma'am, you need to wipe better. Yeah, I used a warm water dampened paper towel. Because I don't think that we have any unscented baby wipes. Because I have makeup remover wipes, but that's just gonna irritate it. So just a warm water damp paper towel. So I power brush your washer. Oh my gosh. She has been curious about the bathtub before, but she hasn't jumped in there. And I'm just like, ma'am, the moment that you do that, I'm going to turn on the water and you're not going to like it. As good as she is about like cleaning herself, like I said before, sometimes she is not the best. Sometimes you need some assistance, ma'am. So somewhere in my car, I have lost a bottle of dry pet shampoo because when I had gotten it, it fell out of the shopping bag and is somewhere in the car because it's not in the house. I have checked the house and it is not there. So it is somewhere in the Jeep because I have a Jeep. And recently I got my first duck. Because you know how people that have Jeeps, they have ducks on the dash. Well, somebody gave me a duck the other day, a little cheerleader one. So I was like, oh, check that out. My first duck. As soon as I get this bottom part done for the tail, I'll move over to the upper parts because I have them sectioned off into like 3 different areas. Okay. Okay, good. The timer went off at the same time as the others. I've been trying to get that to be timed correctly, but sometimes it's a little bit of a hit or a miss. Okay. Yeah? Is it actually? Oh my gosh. Which characters are doing speedballs? That is ridiculous. That's his name. Cause I thought we was talking about about the drug. So wait, so does his does his power, like, does it correlate with being on speed? Or it's just a coincidence of the fact that it's that's his name too. Ma'am didn't do anything. She moved over here again. She moved back over to her chair. Think about momentum, he throws little balls. I just kind of get the feeling that they knew what they were doing. Like, we're gonna go and have a character named, you know, Ecstasy, and it's not, and it has nothing to do with the drug at all. It's just, you know. But I don't know, maybe it depends on like when that became a character and when that name for the drug became a thing. So I don't know, timeline wise, that's important. Power said finds it now only works when he's being How did he do that by mistake? Like, what is... Dang. That's... like the little... the little balls start being thrown when he starts having to count down from 7 with a centipede going through his ear. That's Tokyo Ghoul. Take down villains in the villain, they go after can turn himself into a nuke and he... Wow. Wow, what a way to... what a way to lose your power in that way. Good, holy crap. My brain's like, what? The plasma sparks the Marvel Civil War. Ow. That doesn't happen in the movies, does it? It's been a long time since I watched that movie. I think I watched it in the theaters. But I don't recall that. There was a little rewrite in there, like, we can't really adapt this into film. Sokovia thing where Scarlet, that, yes, I remember that. Because she has an accent. She has an accent in that she doesn't have in WandaVision. Like, make it make sense. How did you lose your accent that way? If there's a whole reason why she went and lost her accent, I would love to know, because I have always been perplexed by that. A wolf raid. Oh my gosh. Welcome on in, everyone, from the wolf raid. I am trying to finish up this commission example for my pony artwork, so. Why does it say she's the most famous Olsen sister? Right? And it took me like a fair amount of time to figure that out. And I was like, you know, now that you mention it, yeah, she does have a similar face to the sisters. And I'm like, yep. Yep. Wouldn't have known that otherwise, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. Yeah, it's coming along. I started it on Friday, and then I didn't do any work on it yesterday because I was very sleep deprived. I needed my sleep yesterday. But today I'm working on it, and I'm hoping to get it done. Woohoo! Raid! Let me post my stuff. If you guys want to see more of my artwork, my gallery link will be popping up in the chat here soon. So, I don't always do pony artwork. I usually do like cartoon anime, humans. So, but I can also draw ponies too. So for my commission examples, I'm wanting to make this one and have a nice nice showcase of the different stages that people can order them at. So I have the, let's move over here. So this is like the sketch version of it, how I had it on Friday. And then there is the flat color, which is what this looks like. And so right now I'm just working on the rendered version, which is, you know, with all of the shadows and the highlights. So come here and cause chaos. Weren't you here earlier? Hello, Lotvarian Savage. Did you now? Let's see. Let's check on it. Because it doesn't notify me unless people let me know themselves. You get curious. I'm headed. All right, Strawman. Have a good rest of the night, and I hope to see you again soon. Holding a fish in G-rated fashion. Because that is your avatar. If you guys want to change and customize your avatars, let's see, is it extension command? I think it's that one. So I think that's the one that gives the link out to the stream extension. Yeah, so if you click on that and then you log in with your YouTube, you're able to change around the avatar that you got. So all right, let's put that in there. Thank you very much, Lotvarian Savage. I appreciate that. Go over to the dashboard. See, what is that? What is the message? Oh my gosh. Here. I'll copy and paste that.
Trevor's wife sends her regards.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Trevor and his wife. So yeah, there's a bunch of cool things you can do with with the stream avatars. Like you saw earlier with the bomb, and you can also attack and then at another user, or hello Angela, it's good to see you again. I see you in there on the on the floor. I just saw you jump. I was like, what's that? I didn't see your bomb go off. But yes. Yeah. Well, amongst all of the cozy chill vibes here, we have to have some chaos. So this is our chaos. It's all on the floor there. I think Roscoe's a bit overwhelmed. He's like, there's so many little people here. Yes, and we also have I could spawn in some stars. Pew, pew, pew. Let's do 4 this time, because there's a lot of people here. So you can press exclamation point and jump. Yeah! And get the stars. And those will give you points that you can spend on, I think, bombs. You can get bombs from them. So yeah. Feel free, have fun. Woohoo, there's one left. Who's gonna get it? I think if you keep on chatting, Laverian, you get more points. If it's the same, if it's the same currency I'm thinking of. Radiate. Some of the commands I wish worked. You know, having like custom ones in there. If I had the sprite files and the time to do custom animations, that'd be cool. Oh no. I'm just waiting for another bomb to go off. I'm like, I know it's happening. Yeah, if we had is Kaito in there? Is Kaito an option for the avatars? I think he should be, but he's not very masculine. I'll say that Kaito's not very masculine. If they had Gakupo in there, the purple samurai guy, he's more masculine than Kaito is, but yeah, it's weird because Gumi's in there, but oh no, Kaito is not. Why is Kaito not included in this? And no Mako too. There's no Flower either. There's no SFA2 Miki. There's a whole bunch in there they have not included, which is strange because like you got Haku in there and like she's an Utaloid. So not even like an official one. So, and same thing with Teto. Like, why is like Teto's an April Fool's joke turned into an actual voice bank, you know, an official one. So I don't understand why Kaito is not included in there. Same with the Gakupo. Yeah. But there is Len. Len being the only the only dude option. So well, that's cool. He's got a zombie version too. Yes, Teto's baguette. I think it's so funny that her item is a baguette. I want to figure out if there's a way that I can enable the like accessories, because there's different like little hats that that your avatars can wear, but I haven't figured out how to enable that for that avatar pack. So that would be another thing that you can spend points on, is like funny little hats and accessories, stuff like that. I think there might be also like glasses. So you can have like the character wear glasses, or like a clown hat or something. Belt fed machine. Oh my gosh. Now that would be cool if you could have like a weapon. Miku walking around with an Uzi. Oh, nice. Hey, if it works for you, it works for you. Just double check if there's any like typos or something. Or a sixth finger somewhere. It's kind of like an I Spy kind of a thing it's turned into. I've been seeing a lot of Nerf guns. That'd be great. Have it be where it's like a platformer and you can like angle the like a projectile or something, like the worms. The worms game. That would be fun. That would be cool to see. He would kick my butt, Carbo, and I think that we all know that. I would do what I when I used to play Minecraft more, I would do what I would do there, and I would just start digging a hole for myself. And I'd just hide in the hole until he gives up. I want to cue up the clip of SpongeBob running away and screaming, Can't you guys see? He's gonna kick my butt!" I want to get rid of, not entirely, but like this line right here. I just want to kind of transparent airbrush this upwards. That down. Get that down. There we go. Just wasn't really making sense as far as the parting goes. Little one-shot Nerf, can you cut him with a Gatling gun? Listen, you have a disadvantage here because you are bigger and have more experience than me. So, disadvantage. We have to have an even playing field, okay? What are you talking about? Yes, this is even. What do you mean? Oh, the Nerf bow? Yeah. Okay, I think I need to add a little bit more right here. No, that's fine. Okay, let's go over to the body so I can shade that. Actually, the face. Take it to the rice fields and play Fortunate Son. Oh my gosh. I can hear that song in my head. Listen here, you see, I grew up in these rice fields. I know what this is like. You don't know what it's like. Can't say I can help you there. What I can say is you need to start running. Because I don't think you're going to like the outcome. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. I'm just like playing a character. I was thinking to myself, like, what am I even saying right now? What is this scene I'm trying to verbalize? Rango. Oh my gosh. This reminds me of that animated movie with Johnny Depp as the lizard guy and the beans lady. She's like staring off into nothingness. Beans. It's a very interesting movie. Like the beginning parts of it with the fish, the little plastic fish. Super Soaker Wars, I surrender. I got close to my cousin. I used my mini keychain Super Soaker. Oh my gosh! That's the way to do it. You pull out the mini keychain. Hey yo man, I got them. I got them stacks. Damn flashback. Oh, they're in the trees. Not yet, no. But there is a town that I've had to drive through several times going over to visit my parents that they have Sasquatch paintings, like the silhouette of Sasquatch on a whole bunch of buildings, and I had to do a double take because I thought that I was really, I thought I was seeing it. And I was like, there's no way it's in the middle of town, like that doesn't make any sense. And then I'm like, oh, it's a painting. But they're everywhere. I can't remember the name of it. It's like, it's not Oak Ridge. Something else. But yeah. I think that's the whole like town's gimmick is Sasquatch. So with that being said, I think Marksman should visit. Bring his biggest gun for the Sasquatch. Oops. I either need to change my pen nib or I need to clean my screen, or both. So I'm at 13 years old in Vermont. Oh my god. I have seen some crazy theories about what the Sasquatch actually is. I just, I don't know what to believe about them. They can teleport. Well, that would make sense why it's, you know, like there's some discourse on where their primary territory is, whether it's in like the Appalachian mountain area, or if it's like over here on the Pacific coast. Them teleporting would be that would make sense. It'd be like, okay, yeah, if they're gonna be this elusive, why not? Why don't we just give them some magical powers too? You know, they're time travelers. They're yes, very hairy feral human. You never know. Some people, like, they have that mentality of like, I'm gonna live out in the woods and be a feral creature. We have those kind of people. Turns out it was like a homeless person. All cracked out, like, whoa. I've heard them in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. They're all beating on their on their chests, hooting and hollering into the wild. That kills religions from the world in this character's reason why we don't see the Sasquatch that much, because my character keeps killing their kind. They're a critically endangered species now because of Josiah. Is that our deer camp up on Molly's Stark Mountain? Oh, well, I mean, if that's a food source for them, right? Like, if they're eating the deer. A cult in the mountain? You know, why is that not, like, shocking, though? It's not the first time I've heard of a cult being up in the mountains. There's not that it's, like, necessarily, well, it might be a cult at this point, but, like, the Humboldt Mountain and, like, the people that are over there, if you're not supposed to be over there, they will make that known. Not that I've ever been over there. I watched a documentary about it. But that there are some, yeah, there's some terrifying types of humans that live in the mountains. Naked humans are running in Michigan. It's an active crime in progress. It goes beyond, like, the public indecency. Disrupting the peace. Beyond that. You like that? Oh my gosh. And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. You meddling chat. Oh. By doing a sonic voltage punch in her mouth, sending his hand right through her head. Oh my gosh. I'm channeling some One Punch Man there. Slightly pushes door open, just completely flies off its handle. Very, gently, smacking somebody in the back of the head, accidentally, like, pops their whole head off. I guess I don't know my own strength. body found 2 buck bedded right off the side of the turnpike. These 2 were bedded there for safety. Oh, interesting. That is strange. Like, why would they be like so close to the road there? This is pretty chill music, Spank. I don't blame you there. So, yes, they know. It's interesting because the so in my hometown that I moved from, the deer there act very much the same way that they do here, in that they know where the crosswalks are and they know to use them when there's no cars present, and they use the sidewalk too, like it's some sort of, you know, a live action Studio Ghibli film out here. Like, but the deer, they know. I think after, you know, a while of being in the area, they know, like, maybe where like safe areas are, you know. I don't know. Yes, indeed we are. I'm gonna be here for another hour because it's already 11. Let's see, I'm already on shading the body. I've got the hair nice and done here. Oh, it's zoomed out above here. Okay, so you guys can see it zoomed out. But yeah, so I've already gone over here. Yes. Okay. Love you. Indeed. Like 4 in the afternoon? The car and pulled up to shoot. Interesting. Wow. Huh. Fed deer. CIA trained deer. Just crashes down from above at a high speed and emerges from the huge crate. Just goes to find his target. Oh my gosh. That's haunting. Makes a beeline for for the target. Jeez, it's like the it kind of reminds me of the snail that is like constantly following you. The legend of the following snail. Ah, PM, gotcha. That's early still. Much time left in the day to do whatever you like. Let's see. Whoops. That's how I know the screen needs to be cleaned. Ah, gotcha. That makes sense. Hot bucket time. Dang, man. Like, I know they're not all that good for you, but like sometimes I do get a craving for a hot pocket. Like the pizza one, just a regular pizza one. I don't need anything else. I think it's because a nostalgia thing from like high school. 'Cause I used to have those in high school during the lunchtime. Dang. Everything is fenital proof and otherwise. The sheep's in the field. The farmer in the field that owns the sheeps. The owner of the land that he owes money to. So he's trying to protect his sheep. It's all fed. They're all fed. Oh man, the ham and I don't think I tried that one. I think the high school that I graduated from, they only really had like the pepperoni ones. But oh gosh, you guys are gonna make me have cravings for a Hot Pockets. Which I would not be complaining. I think Honey Bun went AFK, away from the keyboard. Oh, okay, never mind. Just lurking. I am aware. Listen, real eyes, real eyes, real eyes. Sunny Chinese Hot Pockets. It's lo mein flavored. I wonder if I can't imagine the texture of that would be very good. Hot Pocket breading with lo mein noodles on the inside. I don't know. Oh, cool. What actual flavor are they? Is it how I was saying, like noodles? That would be an egg. I'm sorry, that was good. That was a good one. But yeah, what's inside? Is it like an egg roll or a spring roll or something? Maybe it's got like rice? With a little bit of the gutter oil on the side. To Chinese chive, okay. Dim sum, pan fries, my circle-shaped flat dumplings. Oh, so they're like a dumpling? Man, I'm getting cravings. I'm gonna blur this out. Can't keep up with it. People have said they seen this person, there's no proof of his existence. He is an anomaly. A myth, a legend. Imagine the weird crunch and juice coming from a succulent. It's also buried in pastry. Oh man, that would make such a mess. Yeah. I've seen the I don't know if you've seen this, Spank, but there's it's like a meme, but it's more of like an infographic image really, where it's a cup of the diced pears or like peaches or something. It's pre-packaged, right? It's a little plastic cup and it's got, you know, fruit juice and diced up, you know, fruits in it. And it says it's grown in one country, packaged in another, and then sent back to another country. But it's like, we grow these things in the States. So, yeah, that is some preservative juice in those cups. Scrambled eggs. Ooh, scrambled eggs. Ooh. Mung bean vermicelli noodles. See, I wondered if the noodle part was in there, but see, they're vermicelli noodles, so that's different than the lo mein ones. I've had vermicelli before, and mung bean as well. My mom really likes mung bean. That might be okay. If I see a Chinese hot pocket, sorry, my words are stumbling. I'll contemplate it. Oh, fairy bread. Oh my gosh. I have these sprinkles to make fairy bread, but they're not called that on the box. It's something in Dutch, because they're Dutch toast sprinkles. But they're in the fruit flavor one. They have chocolate ones too, but I have the fruit one. He's just a blur. I think that's I don't know, maybe it's a better way to hide one's you know, secret identity. They can never get, you know, an actual glimpse of you in hero form. It's so they'll never know the secret identity. They open up a little like packet that just says cancer seasoning. Oh my gosh. Me too, Spank. It's got a nice not a kick to it, but like, I mean, I guess it could if you wanted it to be spicy, but I like the flavor of it. I'll have to make it here sometime. Right, Horsey? That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's just a nice little snack, and it's like, it's savory and sweet at the same time if you're using like salted butter. Or like a salted, you know, margarine spread or something. And then you have like the sweetness from the sprinkles. Yeah, I didn't know it was called fairy bread, because it was just something that I grew up eating. Because it's a dish in Holland. But I didn't know it was also called fairy bread. So, oh, me too. I've got like serious cravings going on right now. I'm gonna have to like make myself some food later. Last night, because I wasn't able to sleep very well beforehand, I had passed out. I took some NyQuil, passed out, and I woke back up and I was like really hungry. So I made myself one of those packets of instant mashed potatoes, and I ate the entire thing. So I went to sleep with a lot of mashed potatoes in my stomach. So I was pleased. I think I need to blur that out. Oops. Go. I still want to crush Streamlabs. Yeah, the Streamlabs tends to amass an army of detractors from it. Their cameras all explode. What? How does that happen? How does he make their cameras explode? What is your food of choice minus the clock? That's with two eggs with the yolk in the middle, bacon sauce, egg, strawberry. Holy crap! Very. No wonder it's called the clogger. I think my go-to food is usually I like I said, like the instant mashed potatoes, but like a really nice soup, like a really wholesome soup, like miso soup, or like an egg flour soup. It's just, I don't know. There's something about, like, I'm saying like a lot, sorry. I can't say this any other way without it sounding weird. But it's because it's so easy to heat up and to make. And also the temperature change that you feel after eating it. Because it's warming you up from the inside out. I don't know. I think that's part of it. But yeah, I would say soup. It's nope. Oh my gosh. All right, Horsey Obsessed. Hope to see you again soon, and thanks for hanging out with us. Spicy shrimp noodles. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a craving for Chinese food, I swear. Thank you very much. I hope to finish this, but little by little I make progress. So we'll see how far I get. How thick is too thick soup? Well, you got soup, right? And then you got chowder. And then somewhere in the middle of there maybe is gumbo. You know, it's like, what is in it, right? Like, what is the makeup of the mixture? So I know, right? Chowder, some clam chowder with some of the little oyster crackers in a sourdough bread bowl. I need to stop myself. I'm gonna find a place in this town that has sourdough bread bowl clam chowder, because when Wolf and I went to Monterey Bay, they had the sourdough bread bowl chowder. Hey yo, you got that fresh chowder. You do Bob Ross impersonations? Not like impersonations, but I do take the techniques that he has used in his show, and some of that same mentality as well. I have taken that into the conceptualizing of my show here. So, but as far as like doing an impression, I don't think I would do a very good one, but yeah. I'm just trying to like think of it like we don't make mistakes here. We just have happy little accidents. You just gotta accept that in yourself, you know? Everybody makes accidents sometimes. Everybody makes mistakes, but you know, it's nothing you can't learn from, and I don't know. Toast melt cheese in a pot with bread and meat. Is that soup? I mean, there's like a liquid that goes with it, so you would have to have like a broth, like a beef broth or like a chicken broth or something. I don't know. I am gonna get hungry after this. Yeah. Ooh, or tomato sauce, yeah. Nice tomato soup kind of a thing there. The down Easter accent. I don't know if the like Pacific Northwest has its own accent or not. Like if this is an accent, I don't know. Cause like Wolf and I go to Alabama twice a year, and the way that people speak over there, they don't have like a southern accent. They sound very much like how we sound. you know. So I don't know. I suppose if I were to go to another country that like English is not the primary language, then yeah, it would be, you know, very much like you have an American accent. So, because that just makes sense. Oh, I see. Okay, he reflects it. Gotcha. Oh, that makes sense. Oh my gosh. They'll understand someday, Savage. They'll understand someday. They have to grow into the role, okay? In due time, they will. They will show. They'll live up to the name. Oh wow, it's immediate, huh? Put a little bit of an airbrush right here just to get kind of a fade in there. And then this area, oops. I'm just gonna go like this. Her coloration almost looks like the original version of, is it Pinkie Pie? Is it like, is her name Surprise? Yes. Yeah. Because she has blonde hair and a white body, so yeah, it kind of looks a little bit like Surprise, but it's slightly purple toned, so it's not entirely white. Oh my gosh, we should add that to the Streamlabs lore. That Streamlabs is a Fed. Oh my gosh. Chowda. That's the correct pronunciation of it, is chowda. I need to adjust this shadow right here. Need to add just a little bit more right here. She's looking a little off there, I think. There we go. And then with this, I can go back up, take away just a little bit. What kind of response? It wants you to, it's egging you on. I love this development. I'm not gonna lie, I love this. Oh my gosh. Wow. He uses his hand to stop the car, and the car comes to a complete stop, and the car battery dies. Holy crap. He pulled an Edward Cullen move and went, stop the car. Okay, I need to adjust the colors inside of the eye, the line color, because I'd like for this to be just a little bit lighter. Okay, I think that looks better than that. We have it kind of faded into it. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to, I was gonna move over to the highlights, but I need to do something really quick. Fed posting, are you? Oh my gosh. Jeez. You know, it'd probably be smart of me to, like, before I fully kick off the webcomic that I want to do, I should do some practice ones, like a shorter run of, you know, funny comics or something, just to get used to the you know, the flow of it. And I've been meaning to anyway with the Tech Ninja, and then also with the Streamlabs bot. Just the amount of lore that we have built up here with the 8-ball and the responses, I think they would be funny comics. Putting some shadows underneath her hooves. An old movie, the way. What in the world just happened? I was reading something, I was like, someone just exploded a bomb over there. Been an old way with detectives. Oh my gosh, yes, like the noir ones. So not going to the dark forest it was until another car almost hits being very intense towards the car, and the car bursts on fire and dies. Why am I imagining this in a Invincible theme? Or the stylizing of the Invincible show. Oh my gosh. Nice. Congrats, Tutti Sweet. Which makes me think of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It was a fun movie. Really easy to get immersed into. What? Wait, hold on. Is this killing innocent motorists? Oh my gosh. We don't know what the driver of the car was doing out in the in the dark forest. What is the car doing out in the dark forest? Innocent, you say? He had rights. He had a wife and children. Please, won't someone think of the children? No, we are not communist. As I slip into a Russian accent. Okay, I'm gonna add the highlights in here with half an hour left. It's court time! Alright, it's ma'am's court. We should have a transition, like an animated transition over to me. It says like, ma'am's court. Like it's Phoenix Wright or something. He doesn't even have a name yet. He's the unknown. The unknown man. Let's see. Let's give this in more of an orange, warm toned light. Melania. Oh my gosh. I think that might have a negative effect than what I'm wanting. The genocider. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Be a great name for nickname for Thanos. It's the genocider. Oh, traumatized, yes. Harmed, no. They're still seeking payment for their traumas. I'm trying to make sure that I go super light with using this brush, because if I don't be careful, it's like that versus like that. So very, very gingerly touching the screen. Bless you, ma'am. Everybody bless ma'am. She just sneezed. What in the world, Spank? Did you actually? That is wild. That is absolutely nuts. Thank you, honey bun. She appreciates you. She curls up in a little ball again. Look at all these people saying bless you. Here, I should move over. There. Y'all can see ma'am. I love that's just her name now, is ma'am. Because technically it's lovable, but I don't ever call her lovable. I call her ma'am. Because it's ma'am. Okay, so we've got a highlight right here. So how I like making the highlights in the hair, I'll use an airbrush to apply it first, and then take a transparent brush and just erase the middle. Very gently erase the middle parts. And kind of divide it into sections. And that's basically how I do the highlights, and it's just, you know, being careful of like where you're adding and where you're removing highlight. Knowing, you know, what looks good where and how much to put of it. Some oddly ratchet shots. Jail space. The only way out is to seek Milo. Huh. Jamal, go to jail. I like the way you formatted that, honey bun. I don't know how it's supposed to work, because that is how you're supposed to do it. So, and I think I'm just gonna look up a bunch of tutorial videos on how to set that up. I don't know how to do it either. I thought that was how you're supposed to, because the formatting's correct. The embodiment of inconvenience. Were you looking to have a bad time today? Because I'm your guy. I'm here to have you, make you have a bad time. It's like the mayhem guy. Right, yeah, I would have matched the achievement. Sharpening this tooth at the corner of your jail cell. Oh. I think that's a yes. It's a positive answer, so. They don't know what he looks like or understand his unpredictable nature. Yeah, he's a flying ball of chaos. I feel like this here is just a little bit taken out of it. There we go. Doesn't look as not blocky anymore. And then, let's see. Bubbles with some substance. Mimic potatoes sitting within the crowd to blend in. Nobody see me. Nobody see me. It'll always get weird in here, Laverian. Let's see, where else? I think here. I don't know right here. I start erasing stuff from down here. It looks like it's just a little muddy. So what I will do is this. All right, Spike. Time for another hot pocket. Oh my gosh, Savage, you like decimated that one. Why did I started to read your message, Spank, as like sipping on gin and juice, but sipping on coffee. This is how I know I am running on like 6 hours of sleep, but it's been so broken up over time. I'm just like, my brain's at this state. Escaping Mam's court. What? How did they escape Mam's court? Oh my gosh. Wow. The developments. It was seriously gonna be that yesterday, Spank, if I hadn't taken the day off. I'm like, Oh my gosh. Yeah, with the tood. Ma'am was giving me some catitude the other night. She was like, she put her paws up on my arm right here. She like put both of her paws and then, excuse me, Windows security. I don't, okay, thank you, goodbye. Then she went and she like rested her head on my arm too. And she was giving me this look. She was like glaring at me. I was like, ma'am, what is it? Like she was like wondering why I was still awake. I posted the pictures in the Discord, in the pet channel. I was like, oh my gosh, ma'am. Giving me the death glare. Okay, go into the eyes here. It does. It does absolutely give off the Mr. Burns vibe with that face. I think we have just like opposite schedules right now. I stay up a little bit later and then I'll end up going to bed at like, I tried at 4, but my brain wouldn't turn off. And then he ends up waking up a little earlier than what he's been, you know, what I've been used to him, you know, sleeping at and waking up at. So I don't know, but I know that if I have like a really messed up sleep schedule, it's going to affect my circadian rhythm. And I have gone like a week without sleeping before, and I was not a happy camper. Yeah, so I was like, I need to sleep. I cannot be having this. So yeah, it's not something I would recommend to people. It's just, it feels rough. Like it's just mentally, physically, yeah. But I got some good sleep the other night, so I guess it was like more like this morning. So Mayhem is guilty of 10x fraud. Is selling catnip illegally. Streamlabs is like, I ain't gonna narc. I ain't gonna rat her out. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Those two kind of go like hand in hand in that way. Blur that. Hopefully it's not too abrupt there. Why not? Why not? It It is really tempting you there. Oh my gosh. Like, I know it's part of like this eyeshadow thing I got going on here, but it's just a little too much. Could put it right there. And not in the under eye. There we go. Many crimes, many unknown to the state's history, despite being named lovable. She's lovable for a reason to manipulate society. Did you see the darkness she caused? Oh my gosh. Mastermind. This entity of the cataverse. She's got a whole animated sequence. It's all... It's like magical girl feet. He has a whole transformation. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know if I'll finish this. Still need to clean up parts of this tail. It might be stale. Oh my gosh. Ma'am is her own judge. Oh my goodness. Hold up. Oh, I'm sure Spang. Absolutely. The fairest of them all. Oh. Josiah's skipping down like, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing jury duty. I have a premeditated bias. I have you know, Ma'am paid me off. I can't be part of the jury. Is ma'am guilty of illegal activity across the cataverse? Perhaps. Guilty of approbation. She needs to do community service for the rats. I'm afraid to know why too, Savage. I can only imagine why, and I don't really want to. Yeah, I don't really want to. And I'm pondering this, I'm like, no. I did see a post on Facebook, because I'm part of a Facebook group that's called That's It, I'm Craft Shaming. And this post was not a craft, but it was a muffin sheet with particular flower-shaped massagers in each one of them, made to look like they were cupcakes. And I just had to like a little bit. I was like, ugh. And I commented on it. I was like, this is not a craft, and I hope that those are clean. So nasty. Oh my gosh, the things people post. I download my phone right now. TikTok's not know what's happening on, and I can imagine it's probably a more peaceful mindset. Yeah, I don't think that we were meant to know everything about everything. It can be a bit overwhelming sometimes. Cause I tried TikTok for, I don't know, a very short amount of time. I was not on there for very long, but it was overwhelming. The amount of people on there, the amount of stuff on there, it's just the FOMO is like immeasurable. Like wanting to jump on like things that are trending or whatever, just because like it looks like a whole bunch of people are doing it, but it's not. But it's not in the grand scheme of all of the people out there. Like, and then you see it happening in real life and you're like, are you making a TikTok in real life? Like, what the heck? So I saw it in a Taco Bell. I was like, what are you doing making a TikTok in a Taco Bell? You look silly. They just look silly. But asteroid duty. Oh my gosh. We're safe from the ruckus of unpredictably and dangerous explosions. There we go. That's a worthy task for her. Yep, I don't blame you there, Isaiah. I smiled at the abyss. You looked at it and said, this is good. I like this. This speaks to me. This abyss speaks to me. Okay, I think tail is good to go. So I really only have like the rest of the body to put some highlights into, and maybe some grass too, but we'll get to that eventually. Perhaps not on stream, but it will be done. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I have seen that. Josiah. Put down the resin and walk away. I've seen that one. Yes. It is ridiculous the amount of things that people will just pour resin over. Like, I saw one, and I don't know if this would be like dangerous at all or not. It just doesn't seem like a good idea. Somebody poured resin over a table that looked like it had like an American flag placed onto it or printed onto it or something, but there was live ammo put on top of it, and they poured resin on it. And I think somebody linked that group in the That's It, I'm Craft Shaming group. And I was like, why does that sound familiar? You gotta smell at the abyss and shout who is boss. Yeah, you can't let the abyss take you over like that. If you feel the need to face it, you must do it with strength and stoicism. But yeah, I've seen the behaviors of the art community on Twitter and TikTok, where they do the whole like, oh, I fixed it for you. Like, that's just disrespectful. Like, that's just, nope. Like, why don't you go make your own artwork? Instead of tracing over, this person's, and then like, I fixed it. Like, you defaced it. You spat all over it. You didn't do anything. That kind of stuff, it annoys me. I'm just like, thankfully there's been a large pushback against that. Like, you're not fixing anything. You're just being disrespectful. So, is what it is. Right, exactly. Like, what was wrong about the artwork, the original artwork? Like, what was wrong about it that you felt, that you as an individual felt was wrong, that you have to fix it? You're just tracing over someone's work. It's just like, it's very prideful is what it is. Tired of all this crap. Well, that's too darn bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, to the point, like the pushback is to the point where it's Japanese Twitter, they're fully pushing back against it. I think that there was a statement put out, like, if your artwork has been tampered with, like, disregard them, block them, the person that is tampering with your artwork, and just like ignore them, because that's, they just want attention. So, putting some little highlights here on the grass, because I feel like that would be a nice little feature. And then I realize it is now midnight, but I am stubborn. I am stubborn and I am free. Just want to put some highlights on the other side. And on the tips. Gonna blur this. Monkeys are invading the cataverse. Oh my gosh. Live Muse. Wow. I actually like that a lot. That's a good pun. That is good. International news. You have a bunch of cats from all over the world talking about this. like it's gosh, like it's the what is it, Age of Ultron, where like all of the alien ships are coming in from the sky. But they're monkeys. Yeah, that's also sad because it's very much a learning journey. Even the people that think that they have nothing else to learn, you know, about their artwork, they're wrong. You know, there's always something new to improve upon in your work. So to be, you know, bashing or you know, looking down on beginner artists, like, we were all there at one point. We were all beginners at one point. So, you know, it's like, how would y'all like it if someone treated you like that when you were a beginner? Like, you know, it probably would not have been encouraging for you. So, but yeah, that is frustrating to see. The actual screen is creepy and static like a zombie movie, horror movie. Oh my gosh. Like that, and it's not Nyan Cat, but it's like the waffle cat. The evil one. Oh my gosh, that'd be funny. Again, like a really good concept for a horror game. So thank you, Horsey Obsessed. Like, yeah, it's essentially done. I'm just kind of polishing up things, and then I'll be heading on out. Thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight, everybody. I missed y'all yesterday, so this is a good comeback. So okay, yeah, this is basically done now. I think if I just add a little bit more of the darker color down here, it'll be a little better. But I think this should be good. So I can exit out of that one and save it. And this is where I'm gonna be ending my show for tonight. But I stream on the weekends, so I'll be back on Friday. I don't know what kind of artwork I'll make on Friday, but I hope that you guys will join me then. Let me actually save this as the full render before I end up like accidentally saving over my flat one. Full render, there we go. I stream every weekend, so like, well, it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday weekend, so a 3-day weekend. I usually start at 8:30 p.m. Pacific, and I go until midnight usually. So today I went a little bit longer because I was like, I need to get this done. I get stubborn sometimes. So, but yeah, let me catch up with the chat. Flew in upon the good witch's commands. Oh my gosh. Yep, have a wonderful rest of the night, Horsey. And everybody else too, because here is the door. There's the door. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, I'm going to be heading on out here. Thank you, Tutti Sweet. We try to have a nice, relaxing, and sometimes hilariously chaotic chat. If you guys want to check out any more of my artwork, the DeviantArt gallery link is going to be posted up over there whenever that pops up. And then if you want to follow me over on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, the link shall be posted there as well. You could try and ride through country and take some photos to paint. Yeah, that'd be nice. Probably good inspiration. Some landscape photos. If you want to check out any fun links, I've got a link tree. You can check the link tree for all those fun links. And then for commissions, if you guys are interested in commissions at all, I have a website for all that information, the price sheet, what I will and won't do, examples, ways to contact me, different things like that. So Dayline live chat. All right, you guys have a good time wherever you are heading on out to. If you're heading on out to another live stream, I hope you guys have a good time over there. But for me, I'm gonna head on out, and I'm probably gonna make myself some food because I'm craving some food now. You guys got me hungry. So, all right, guys, I will see you next Friday. This upcoming Friday, actually. So, yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific. Until then, no, I have to go. I have to leave. All right, guys, stay vibing. See you next Friday. And until then, bye-bye.